everyone again to the second part of the sales pitch session of Travel Tech EMEA 2021. Today we have the second round of sales pitch. You will know what has been happening and learn more about the leading tech companies in the travel and hospitality industry. I remind everyone that you can check out the company's virtual stand by visiting Travel Tech Data Space, where you can schedule a meeting with every company that presents today here at the sales pitch. So no more talk. I will present our first guest. Welcome, Kalman Ho from UCLOUDLINK. It's a pleasure to have you today.
Thank you very much, Natalia. Good morning, good evening, everyone.
Good morning and good evening. Yes. I will leave you here. You have 25 minutes to present your company, to present your tools, your products, and your service. I will be in the back if you need anything. When you're finished your presentation, just call me and I go show up. Okay?
Thank you very much, Natalia. Great for
See
having
you.
everyone. See you. So let me first share my screen so it's much easier for me to do the presentation with my PPT, which is prepared just for this session. So just want to again thank Travel Tech Space for giving me the time to share with you what our company has to offer. You know, Travel Tech Space is all about innovation. It's all about tech. And by putting our company in one of the presentation here, it shows how innovative they are. I would assure you, this is not something you've listened to before because it's something that's very novel. It's something that we believe that can bring some difference in the service we offer to the hotels. So, you know, please give me 25 minutes to show you what it's all about. This presentation is from me. I am the branding and e-commerce lead of UCLOUDLINK Group. Just look at the title of, you know, the branding and e-commerce lead and see how innovative we are. Everybody knows with the e-commerce world these days, how branding is being more difficult. We tackle this problem by putting everything under me. So I have to solve this problem. I was an ex-hotelier, ex-airline ticket distributor, ex-meeting company co-founder, ex-hotel chain head of group marketing, even ex-OTA CEO, very small man, but still it's one of the first one in Asia. I'm even a record label co-founder, and right now interested in education, travel, wellness, and art tech companies. So first of all, share with you some of the information, not with the data that you are used to, but data is something that shows about another demand of the travelers, about digital experience. This is a digital experience report by Oliver Wyman, traveler, COVID during 19. What digital technologies, you know, is the rise. It reported that 66% of consumers using less cash moving towards more contactless solutions. It reports that 45% of air travel passengers are ready to shed their paper passports for digital identities. It also says 44% of travelers increased their time spent browsing social media during COVID-19. So this is the what shows that the digital technologies are on the rise, and people need it before, during, and after the trip, or anytime. It's also said in another report. This time is by Google. Is about 67% of people in Thailand, India, and Indonesia choose travel apps over desktop. When they choose travel apps, that means that they want it to be mobile. They wanted to carry it along with them anytime. So these are some travel habits that happened during the COVID recent reports. We all talk about touchless travels, right? You know, for example, the sales had this report regarding the airport biometrics. So digital experience is becoming more important these days. For example, we mentioned health passport, vital signs detection, remote check-in, etc., biometric pathway, etc. It's getting touchless. What does that mean? Is that you cannot afford not to have a wireless internet connection when you're on the road. What if there's no internet upon check-in? What if there's no internet when you cross the border? What do you have? Well, you might have to pay very high roaming costs if you consume all the data while you're on the road. So these are all the new pain points that right now we are facing with the COVID. Uh, we're living with COVID. So with all these happening, we find that there's a big gap in the demand and supply of Wi-Fi. There's a Statista have a report, a very recent report, is that 80% of rated internet access most important service of a hotel. I think a lot of hotel chains did this survey before. Is always rated quite on top, internet access. Another report says guest experience, 98% expects hotel to provide high-speed Wi-Fi. So let's try and define what is high-speed Wi-Fi. This is a very recent report that I pulled out from, again, Statista, July 2021. The speed of the internet for Hong Kong hotels is around 63 megabytes per second. I'm living in a very remote area in Hong Kong, but yesterday I did my checking. My download and upload speed is 185 megabytes at home. So when people are traveling, when they say they expect high-speed Wi-Fi, at the hotel, the best ones in Hong Kong are providing 65 megabytes per second. And at home, you're experiencing 185. That means there's a big gap in between. So we have another data regarding the cost of internet still high, and consumption has even as consumption escalated. The mobile data consumption doubled since 2018. This is the chart that we have here. Is that the mobile data consumption have doubled. 2018 from Q4 to 2020 Q3, not even 3 years, it already doubled. And total data is consumed expected to almost double from today. So data consumed, this is a chart about data consumed. Right now, we're here. This is 2020, and this is about forecast. Data consumption expected to almost double from today. So this is the kind of consumption that we're expecting. The average monthly price of data packages is same as 2015 in UK. Another report shows here that actually this is what's happening. The data is not getting more cheaper, even with the consumption is getting higher. The cost is getting high, but we are saying that in all the hotels, in all the properties, providing a Wi-Fi could be a pain point. But this is something that the customers, the travelers really need. So we are inviting travel technology providers, hotels, and corporates to be our partners to provide the next generation connection solution that meet the new requirements from travelers in the new normal. It is more cost effective. That's what travelers want. It has ultimate flexibility. It has better quality. It has more choices. It has to be more secured, and it has to be future proof, meaning you don't need to install something today and change it tomorrow. That's most of the technology pain point that we see, that you don't want to install it at this moment because you don't know whether it can meet the demands of tomorrow. So future proof is very important. What we are trying to discuss here for tech solution providers is that a solution can improve your internet connection for better servicing your customers. It can also be part of your product to sell to properties. For property, this can become not a burden, but differentiate your offering and potentially generate extra revenue. Tech solution providers, a lot of your solution has to be connected to the internet. And the quality of the internet, if you rely on the property itself, it will be a burden to them. Why don't you give them an internet solution together with your product? As for the property, again, providing internet connection is always a burden, but it can be something else. It can differentiate offering, and it can potentially even generate revenue. This is what we're going to talk about today. So who are we? Our product is a top seller in Amazon. It's a brand name of a Nasdaq-listed technology company. Devices and solutions are widely used in Japan, Europe, US, and Asia since 2014. So you can see some of the sharing here is in Germany, it's in France, and we have sold offline in a lot of stores in Malaysia, France, Hong Kong, since 2014. And also we are the top seller in Amazon US. So the milestone of the company is 2014, we start a long way from having the first product that allows you to go online all the way to IPO on Nasdaq in 2020. And 2021, we celebrate launching our first 5G product. So what is the technology? We, based on real-time location and data reported by devices, our patent technology identifies the most optimal resource to establish high-quality connection without relying on only one binding contractual network. Basically, we call it the cloud SIM technology. Most of your devices, your phones, need to put a SIM card in there. So the SIM card is tied onto one local operator, and you're always bind to that operator whenever you use data. Our technology is bind in what we call the cloud SIM. In 140 plus countries, we work with few hundred different operators. So whenever you are in any country, you will be able to access different operators' network, depending on where you are, which works better, and you don't need to pay roaming fee. That's a part of the beauty of cloud SIM technology. And this is not talking about sci-fi. It's already happening, and we have been already selling all these in Japan, US, and Europe since 2014. So another service, using our 100 plus patents, we provide SaaS PaaS solution to enable companies to give best user experience to consumer in an agile and cost-effective way. Don't make it so difficult. Simply put, is that we can empower you like any service provider that you use for your hotel technology, for your PMS, for your CRM, is that we have this software as a solution for you, so you can provide this data services to your consumers with a control panel at the back. So what we, I would say, very proud to say is that our range of products and efficiency is second to none. Only in 2021 alone, we have launched 8 new products. 2021 until now, we have launched already 8 products. With the range and efficiency can be demonstrated here. These are some of our products: the Mini Turbo, the Triforce, the new one is the 5G product, the G4 Pro, U3, and Dual Turbo. Some of the products in the product lineup, each and every single one of them address a different need. The quality is represented by the Trustpilot review rating in the US. At present, we are on the 4.4 over 5 rating. We are currently 4-star rating on Amazon, and sometimes we have above. And we are actually selected for bestseller and Amazon choice from time to time. Right now, one of the products over here, we call the U3. U3 is still the bestseller for mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. So very importantly, we are a technology company, and we are rely heavily on our technology innovation to be able to provide the future-proof solution that we mentioned. So right now, innovation is not, having internet connection is not enough. We need guaranteed 24/7 uninterrupted high-quality Wi-Fi connection. We have a new technology called HyperConn that make use of all signals available, including all the 4G, 5G, and fixed broadband signals for fail-proof internet connection. So we cross all the physical boundaries, SIM platform. We always identify, monitor, and optimize all the network available out there. So we can be all consumer-centric, and it can, the analogy that we use is like, when you're on a Bahnhof, when you're in the freeway, if you come across obstacles, you can drive through all these obstacles by using all the lanes. All the lanes meaning all the operating network plus the fixed operator network that you have available. So this is what we call the HyperConn, and this is something that we launched just this year. How flexible is our solution? Instead of talking about theory, let's talk about case studies that what we have done in the past with the travel industry to demonstrate how flexible we are. Again, we are dealing with a new normal. We want to be agile, right? So that we have to demonstrate how agile this can be. We helped OTA provide additional services. For example, we provide a product in the rental model to the largest OTA in China called C-Trip, so that people, that's since 2015, so that when people travel, before they travel, they can go on OTA, C-Trip, to rent one of the devices. Secondly, case study is we help car rental company for get better customer experience. This example cited again in 2015, how Avis has been putting this product to be used by their customers. So people, when they rent a car, they might not have a local Wi-Fi connection as well. So they provide this mobile Wi-Fi hotspot provided by our company to be able to go online even when you're driving a car in a foreign country. This is done in Avis Europe. How flexible? We partner with airlines for auxiliary revenue. Before COVID, we have worked with many airlines to put our products in their duty-free shops, on not only for airlines, but also on the airports. We have another case study, number 4. We can tailor-make solutions for any partners and corporates. Even for the phones, we work with Mi Phones in 2019 to put our technology inside the phone so they can enjoy this cloud SIM, roaming fee-free, contract-free, SIM card-free services. I want to mention that the beauty of cloud SIM is you don't need to sign a contract. So it is as flexible as it gets. People can use this technology, use our Wi-Fi solution and get on the internet, top it up as much as they want to, and be as flexible as they want to. Number 5 case study is Turkish Airlines Loyalty Program Cooperation. This happened in 2020 and it's still happening in 2021 again. What happened is we work with the Turkish Airlines so that people buying our GlocalMe products will be awarded Turkish Airlines loyalty points. So these are the few examples from in the travel industry, how we have worked with partners in the past to be able to provide an agile solution. How we benefit travel partners. First of all, examples is we can buy and give it to VIP guests. We can prolong the engagement where they want to remotely recharge. The thing about our products, travel products, is this: the time between the repurchase, the frequency is really long. This time they come to your hotel, the next time they come back, it could be months or it could be years even. So how can we travel benefit the property is that if you can have a Wi-Fi dongle they can carry with them every time they travel, they will always remember the brand name. And of course, when they top up every time, actually they can go through your app, for example, so that they can increase your engagement with them. Number 2 is buy, co-brand, and resell or rent to guests. We can better serve and increase revenue stream and with brand recall. Just imagine this Wi-Fi dongle, the product lineup I show you, it can have your name on it. So this is something that you can consider as well. How we can benefit travel partners is by fully tailor-made solutions. You can own and develop a very unique service that only you have and nobody else has. So this mobile Wi-Fi as a service gives maximum flexibility and endless possibilities. Back to our company, we are a NASDAQ-listed company. The technology R&D department composes around half of our team. So we invest heavily on R&D to be able to get that new products, the pipeline of products coming out. Remember I say in 2021 alone, we have 8 products we launched so far. That's because of this strong R&D backup that we have. So looking forward, what we can do. I show you again 2 more examples that is currently happening and something that we have developed new. It's not in a product lineup on the internet, on the website yet, but I want to show you just for the travel industry, how we have made 2 products that could specifically cater to the needs that we mentioned just now from the travelers. We have this rent and automated rent-out model. That can increase engagement and service and also extra revenue generation. We have this
I'm sorry,
called
Thomas.
the rental.
You are not
Yes.
sharing your. Hey, I'm sorry, you are not sharing your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. The screen, something is wrong.
Yes. Can you share it?
Something went wrong. Let me show it again. I'm sorry. Hold on for a sec. I'm back. I hope that I didn't cut off for too long. Did I start from here?
There. Yes.
Okay. Example 2 about rent and automated rental service. So we have this device just on the right. It's called a tank charging console. In it, it can house 5. Actually, with a bigger tank as well, they can house up to more than 30. This kind of device. It's actually a Wi-Fi dongle that can get you the cloud SIM services. Plus, it's a charger by itself. It actually has a very large 7500 mph battery. So it's a battery charger plus a mobile Wi-Fi dongle. We can put it in your hotel, and this in front is a screen, and you can put any messages up there, and you can rent it to your guests. And this is something that we say that we develop specifically for the travel industry. Right now, we have put this in some hotels and also in a co-working space in Hong Kong. It's called a desk. Example number 2 we want to mention about the solution we have for travel industry is to supplement the Wi-Fi connection. We understand how difficult it is when you have so many rooms, when people come back to the hotel at the same time to go online and do video streaming at the same time. It creates a burden to the hotel. But you cannot provide like a real massive Wi-Fi broadband if sometimes it is wasted and not used. This is a solution that can provide flexible, light, and help internet peak usage demand. What we call this new product, we call it HomeFlex. What does HomeFlex does is like it looks like a router, but it has this cloud SIM technology. You can of course connect to your own Cat5 to use it as a router. But the beauty of it is you can disconnect the Cat5. It still has a cloud SIM inside, and you can move it around, just plug it into any electric socket, and it can access a router without using the Wi-Fi broadband, but use the internet mobile Wi-Fi that is already installed. And you can charge it as you go and pay as you go. For example, when you have a, let's say, exhibition space, you don't know how many people is going to go online, or for a certain period of time, there'll be a lot of people going in. This will be the ideal device that you can put in there to immediately increase your broadband coverage without wasting a lot of money. So the case study for this product, we have put in the co-living space in Hong Kong called Hamlet, and they put it in there is because they want to make sure, first of all, increase the internet capacity so that it's not one internet capacity for everyone, but you can have even one gadget for even one room if they want to. The thing about what I want to mention one more thing about this device is for the Wi-Fi connection at any property, people will be worried about the security. This mobile Wi-Fi solution is it's just like a phone. You assign one particular signal to each devices. So there's no sharing of public Wi-Fi. It's one signal to one device. So it's very secure for all customers. So this is what I have for everyone to introduction about what we are doing and offering. And we would like to talk with everyone who is interested in this novel kind of solution. I think I just made it in 25 minutes. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Coleman. Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your participation at TravelTech EMEA, and I hope you'll see you next year.
It's definitely my pleasure, and definitely we'll see each other more, right? And okay. Again, all the best to all the other presentations. I'll be staying in line. I'll be looking at everybody else because I've learned so much in the last few days.
Thank you very much. So we see you next year, and hope you see you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye. So now I'm going to present Pedro Gomez from ROIBACK. Pedro, you there? Hi.
Hi, Natalia. Yeah,
hi,
I'm here.
How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
Fine. Thank you. It's very nice to see you again at TravelTech.
It's my pleasure, Natalia. It's my pleasure.
Okay. So you have your 25 minutes to your presentation. Okay. I will be here, and I see you in
okay, I will share the screen. Let me know if you can see it, okay?
Yes. I will put
Let me
in
just so screen share it. Okay. Let me know if you can see ROIBACK. There. Okay. So let's go. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Travel Tech, for the invitation. My name is Pedro. I am the regional manager for Portugal at ROIBACK. So ROIBACK is a tech company. We are experts in helping hotels to sell more throughout their website. And mainly we have 5 products that hotels can enjoy with our service. We have a booking engine. We can develop your hotel website design and content. We are a digital marketing agency to help you go through our campaigns in digital publicity. We have meta search connectivity. And then we have on top of our booking engine, a loyalty program, and also with the consultancy services to help you. Mainly, we work with independent hotel chains and independent individuals hotels. Basically, our main markets are Europe, Asia, and the Americas. Overall, we have more than 2,000 hotels in our portfolio. We have a group of dedicated developers that send new features every quarter to improve our services. And just for you to have a flavor on our service, we got more than 30 million hits on a daily basis. Can be a reservation, a cancellation, a request for availability, pricing. So a lot of volume comes through our system. The full organization has 170 people. We have 4 main departments. Lab is all about innovation and product roadmap. The digital guys develop your website and helps you also with your marketing digital campaigns. Tech is the guys that code the features on top of our service. And the advisors is the group of account managers that helps our clients to perform well on their direct selling. So what we have learned on the past 20 months, on the past hardish 20 months, actually. Despite all the pandemic and all the crisis around our sector, we do see an increasing of digital adaptation by the consumers. In particularly, the last 20 months are equivalent to an acceleration of 4 years, which is huge. With that, our customers and the overall industry did benefit with the increase of digital direct selling. 79% of our customers are seeing their share of direct reservations increasing over the past 12 months. And now the question is, what can happen in the future, right? So how can I keep up with this? The numbers are so good. How can I keep up with this? So that's the challenging for our customers and for the industry. How can I keep my direct share and also give a good chunk of business to the distribution, right? How do I balance this? Well, it's not so hard, actually. What we recommend is get onto it, right? Just do it. And how can you do it? So how can you perform well in direct selling with your property? Well, first you need to have a great booking engine, an advanced user experience that allows you to customize all the environment of the booking engine. The URL needs to be customizable and the same URL than your website, nothing strange. Need to be adaptable to all kinds of devices. The ROIBACK booking engine works on the shopping cart environment, meaning that the customer can add on the same session different types of rooms. They can even add on the same session different types of rooms and different type of dates, which is great. The conversion ratio from our booking engine goes around 5 and 6%. And all this is measurable on your Google Analytics. We connect our system with your Google Analytics throughout the Google Tag Manager or GTM, where you can see all the paths, all the customer journey inside the booking engine on your analytics. Then what about features, right? So the booking engine needs to be competitive, meaning your website needs to be competitive with the online distribution, the OTAs, where your property is also being sold. So what we do put it on in the plate for you to do that. So we have cool features, really cool. The first one is the called rate mix. Rate mix is something that OTAs has been doing for quite a while now, and not all booking engines do that. So basically, what is this? You have like you can have a price on one day, can be the bar rate. That's an example. On the second day, you can have a non-refundable rate, and on the third day, you can have again the bar rate, right? So if a customer search for three nights at your property, what the rate mix does, it mixes the three rates in one and gives the best price to the customer. At least with this functionality, you are always in parity pricing with the OTAs, at least. But the idea is to be the best available rate on your website, as we know. More stuff that you can do. You can do price by markets if you want. You can do a specific price for the UK market, or a different price for the American market, or even for the Asian market. So you can defer pricing accordingly geographically of your interests. You can also defer prices by devices. You can have a best price available on your desktop, and you can have a different discount on the mobile device, right? We know that mobile reservations are more last minute, so probably makes sense to have a specific price for that. You can also make a different type of prices per days of the week, or even for times of the day. And then you can push also prices for the meta search, and I will talk about that in a few seconds more. So then you have more normal stuff that all booking engines normally have, like promo codes, special offering, packages, email pre and post. So all that is more random. We can go up and see and go on features for chains. We have a search for destination. We have a specific search inside the booking engine for a brand. We can even integrate with Google Maps to pinpoint your properties, and people can see where they are located and then decide if they choose one property over the other because of the location. And that all this helps the chain to improve their direct selling over their website. The upselling and cross-selling are also features that we recommend. The cross-sell is to be able for you to create extras or add-ons per room type. So you can sell. Sorry, let's just put the video for you guys to see. You can sell like spa, you can sell transfers, you can have like restaurants, right? So people can add those extras and those add-ons to the shopping cart while buying or while reserving your room. And at the end, what they are doing is they are customizing their dynamic packaging by their own. The upsell features allow you to sell the rooms, the superior rooms, for a specific price that you want to put. Let's say, and it can happen in two moments on the customer journey, on the customer reservation journey. The first one is on session. I add to my shopping cart a specific room, and on the second step, that is the last step of the booking engine, the system will say to the customer, hey, you, for more extra amounts of dollars or euros, you can buy a superior room. And the second moment is on the pre-stay email. You can set up the number of days you want to send the email to the customer. And what the system does is automatically you're going to check on that day, on that specific day for the check-in, if there are superior rooms available. And if they are added to the email, sent to the customer, and the customer just with one click can upsell for a different room if they want it. So these are the basic features for the booking engine that we think they are recommendable. Then we put more stuff on top of it to improve it. The first thing is a specific product for mobile. So we have a responsive version from our booking engine and websites, but we did a specific thing, call it the Mobilis Pro, which is a booking engine and a website based on the technology called AMP, or Accelerated Mobile Pages. What that brings different to you? Well, it's something dedicated only to the mobile environment. The loading time are much quicker. The usability is all done and prepared for the user mobile. And at the end, what we gain with it is the conversion. If you see your analytics on the current days, you see that mobile traffic is higher than the desktop, right? So, but the conversions are not there yet. But the idea is, with the evolution of the smartphones and also the people more and more connected in real time in each hour of the day, is that the conversion will start to happen. So the Mobilis Pro will help you do that. Will help you to follow and see the trend of the customer on the mobile ecosystem and get those bookings that currently you don't have it. Then we put on top of our booking engine a loyalty program. So basically, we are seeing loyalty as with a direct relationship in increasing direct bookings. Loyalty programs are important for two main reasons. First is that allows you to compete with OTA's loyalty programs like Genius and Expedia Rewards. And secondly is a great source of database. Just for information, between 50 to 60% of people that register in the loyalty program doesn't book at first, meaning that you are creating a database of hot leads, people that are really interested in your product, but they still make the reservation, and that allows you to interact during the process and make those hot leads into bookings, right? So how does it work, the loyalty program from ROIBACK? So basically you have everything set up. You just need to say the name, the personalization, the logo. It is done to be an instant gratification or a discount. The discount can be for all the group or can be different per property, depends on what your needs. The logins are there, Gmail, Facebook, and a form that you can personalize on the back office from ROIBACK, right? So as soon as people register in the system, in the loyalty program, the booking engine will start personalizing the journey for the customer with the name and with specific details for him. If you want to evolve on your loyalty, you can then go on loyalty tiers. Let's say that you see, hey, okay, I got my loyalty already done, it's working well, but I need to push my clients a bit further. I want to give them more benefits, but I want to reward them according with business, right? So you can do that. You can say, hey, you can choose a metric, a KPI that for the evolution of the customer, can be revenue, can be reservations, can be room nights. You can define tiers with different discounts or different benefits, and the customer will have an access to the back office where you can see the current level that he is, what he needs to do to move to the next level. You can see his reservations, the future reservations, the past reservations, and you have all that kind of information available on your side. Also, the loyalty system from ROIBACK is API free, meaning that you can connect the loyalty with your CRM if needed. Metabase Pro is the product that ROIBACK has to connect with the meta search. Basically, what we do here is we connect with the major meta search, Google Hotel Ads, TripAdvisor, and Trivago, and others. We push prices and availability in real time for this meta search. And one really cool thing that we do is the loyalty prices. If you want it, you can push your loyalty prices to the meta search. As you know, Booking.com as an example is doing that, is pushing Genius to the meta search as pricing. We also know that meta search ecosystem is very price sensitive. So to have good results in this ecosystem is to be competitive. And one way that we have for our customers to be competitive on the meta search level is to push loyalty prices to the meta search environment. Just for your references, we are seeing a meta evolution, a significant evolution in bookings from the meta search. Nearly 20% of total bookings come through the meta search currently, direct bookings. 65% of those comes from Google Hotel Ads. So as a first step, if you are not in meta search, go on Google Hotel Ads and start seeing the numbers there. More cool stuff that we have, like we have a gift card, which allows us to offer an alternative for prepaid booking cancellations, right? And not only, also you can sell a gift card as a pocket money or a money card, and people can redeem directly on the booking engine that money. As an example, so I have here on the slides a specific gift card that with a value of 550 euros, which a reservation just made and was deduced, and it kept still a current balance of an amount which allows this customer to redeem that value on future reservation also. The B2B module, meaning that the booking engine, although the booking engine from ROIBACK is the B2C module, we have like a business also module for bookings, meaning that your agencies and your companies that have a contracted rate with you can book directly on your website. Mainly, you just need to set up the contract on the back office and send the user and the password to the agencies or to the companies, and with that passwords and or access, they can enter and give access to their personalized booking engine with their contracted rates. The payments manager system is something that we developed during the pandemic. We saw a lot of problems with cash money from our customers, and we thought that, hey, how can we help our customers to retain that money, and also give a solution to their customers. So one of the solution was the gift card. So the gift card allows them, the clients, to, instead of refund the money from the bookings, generate a gift card with that money for bookings later on. And the payment manager basically allows an automation on payments, right? So what we did was basically is people, when booked throughout the ROIBACK booking engine, the credit card is made on the token, and with that token we predefine prepayments for the system. Of course, these are mainly done for non-refundable rates. And as an example, the prepayments can be done as many times as you need or a customer also needs. So the idea is to be the most flexible possible. Then you can also control the collections, check how the collections are done, building history. If you need to cancel the payment, you can do that. If you want to reactivate it, you also can do direct on the platform from e-payments from ROIBACK. If you need to ask a new credit card, you can do that also. And everything is done on the unique platform. The Booking Center tool is another feature that is available for our customers. Booking Center tool is made for the voice reservations, meaning that if someone calls to your property or calls to your reservation department and you need to quote a price in real time, you can use the Booking Center tool. Basically, this is connected with your channel manager or with your PMS. Prices and availability are in real time and are synchronized with your booking engine. So if someone calls, the user from your hotel can search the dates, can search availability, can search in multi-properties if you are a chain, can select the best option for the customer, can sell the best room for the customer on the telephone, and can register the reservation directly in the system. The cool thing is that you can also register not only the B2C bookings, but also the B2B. So you can have access to the contracted rates here on the Booking Center tool, and you can also have access to the loyalty advantage from your program directly in the Booking Center tool. So the idea is to synchronize everything with the booking engine, and a tool that allows your users with the synchronized information and in real-time data also. You can also package the prices from our booking engine or from the bookings from ROIBACK with flights. So it's another option that works quite well, and it's one more source of revenue that hotels can have directly on their website. Is to package not only to sell not only your hotel, but also to package with a plane that goes throughout your location. Just some numbers to get a bit of information from your side. We are seeing an increase in room nights or in the length of stay. We are seeing an increase in booking anticipation also with using this product, and a drastic reduction in cancellations when people book flight plus hotel directly on your website. We have a bunch of connectivities available. So currently we connect with all major channel managers in the market, and we also have a connection with the payment gateways on the different regions, meaning Europe, Asia, and Americas. The payment gateways capability allows you to collect the money in real time directly on the booking engine also. So that was all about the booking engine and what can be done. Just for your reference, also the booking engine from ROIBACK is independent and can be integrated on top of a website or an external website or your current website if you think that you are happy with it. But if you are not happy with your website, we can also help. We can develop a personalized website. And also we can develop all the content that goes around that website. The design is 100% responsive, and you can also use the REVIEWPRO feature if you think that the responsive version is no longer suitable to you. Normally, they have great evocative and experimental look and feel. They are focused on sale. Okay, so nothing too great, nothing with long text, but great content focused on sale. The navigation easy to use, intuitive. The booking steps are just in 3. The speed is quite good. You can enable videos on the website also. Marketing claims, all those features are included, and the content we can create it from scratch. Basically, we do a briefing about your properties. We have a team of copywritings that do the content for you. You can review it. Then you can also use our company or our services in translations, and you can translate to more than 20 languages available, not only European languages, but also Asian and American languages. Just some examples of designs. This is a luxury property in Riviera Maya with a great website and a great impact look and feel. A few more in Spain, which are also a good example. And on top of that, we have our own content management system. So the content management system is available for you guys. If you need to change some pictures, to get a new page, to create a landing page for a campaign that you want to do, if you want to insert a video, if you want to change some content or add more languages. So all that is available on our content management system for you guys. But of course, you always have a digital team available to help you also manage the content if needed. Then we have like the digital marketing agency part. Basically, what we do here, we have a team of experts in digital marketing. Here, the idea is if you are interested in investing money in publicity, we can help you with that. And we can then provide you information how that investment can be input in terms of bookings. Just for references, each euro that a customer is investing in digital marketing with ROIBACK, we are bringing back 10 euros. Okay, so normally it's quite interesting, quite profitable also do that. And you can do a bunch of things. You can go on just on campaigns per brand. You can go deferring your campaigns per geolocation if needed. You can go on display, social ads, programmatic, email marketing. So a lot of things can be done, depend always the budget that you want to assign, and of course of your strategy. So we are here to help. We can help you define that strategy if you want it, and at the end we are part of being the best agency possible to your success in the digital environment. In top of our services, booking engine, website, digital marketing, meta search, we focus a lot on performing. So we have an account management available. Normally they are based on each location where we have customers, or at least at regions. Portugal is one of those regions, and you have here our direct specialists or our account managers. We also have that in the Middle East available for our customers there, and in the main locations, the Americas and Asia also. So the direct channel specialist is the account manager, but it supports you not only your needs about technical issues, but also in terms of performing. Okay? In terms of performing, this person is in charge to help you do the best possible throughout your website, with ideas, evaluations, brainstormings, meetings. So everything that we can help to you do best on selling on your website, our account managers are available and they do that. On top of that, we have like a bunch of BI reports that help you follow up directly on the KPIs of performing on a direct sale. An example is our business intelligence. It's a software as a service based where you can access it and you can see the main KPIs from how your website sale is performing in real time. So we are present in Europe, as I mentioned. Basically, our main office is in Palma de Mallorca, in in Spain. We also have office in Barcelona, Canaries, Lisbon, where I'm located currently, in Italy, in Milan, and then the Americas in Asia, Americas in Medellin, Cancun, Miami, also in Asia, Bangkok, and Bali. Okay. And that's it. That is all about what is ROIBACK. I don't know if I was too quick here, Natalia.
Hi, Pedro. Thank you very much for your presentation. I go, yeah, there. Thank you very much for your presentation and for be part of Travel Tech EMEA 2021. Thank you, ROIBACK, for your support, for being a
Natalia, thank you
sponsor
very
of Travel
much.
Tech. And I hope you see next year with more Travel Tech, more insight and topics for the hoteliers.
Yeah, we are happy to we are happy to join. If anybody has a question for me, please do that, or send me an email later, and I'd be happy to answer it. Okay.
That's right. Also, you have the virtual stand from ROIBACK. You can go to traveltech.space, and there in virtual stand you have the opportunity to schedule a meeting with the team of ROIBACK. And
I'll be happy to do that.
Clear all your doubts. So thank you very much, Pedro. We are going to continue with these pitch sessions. Thank you.
Have a great day. Good job for everybody. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. So now we have to Isabel Cerdeira. Hi, Isabel. She is Head of Customer Development at HubOS. Welcome, Isabel.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm very good. How about you?
I'm well, thank you. So you have your 25 minutes for your presentation.
Sure.
We are here to hear about HubOS. So I'm here in the back. If you need me, just call me. Okay?
Thank you. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Can you see my screen, everyone?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you can see my screen, right? Yes, perfect. Okay, great. So, hi everyone. Thanks for for being here today. My name is Isabel. I'm the head of customer development at HubOS. And today I'm gonna present you a few of the solutions that we have. I'm sure this will be music for your ears, right? One single platform that can combine 7 different solutions. We hear this a lot in the hospitality. One of the main challenges is a lot of systems are not connected. Most of the time you have to install, or you have to have a lot of different systems for different pain points that you have. And one of the good things about Hub is that we have a fully connected and integrated solutions. They don't only integrate with each other, they also integrate with the PMS, with the ERP, guest apps, and so on. So this is quite important nowadays. We also have a very user-friendly mobile app to enable operational data to be shared in real time to staff anywhere in the hotel, right? And this mobile app works offline. This is quite important as well. A lot of times it happens, you are in a part of the hotel that you don't have internet connection. So most of the systems nowadays, they don't allow you to keep registering and checking information. So with Hub, you can keep registering every action that you are doing. Once you recover the connection, all the data is synchronized automatically. So we have what we call the Hub cycle. And the Hub cycle is a full cycle of solutions. So this goes from your operations, the openings, and obviously the analysis that you need to do. So Hub is a cloud-based system. that adjusts to every single hotel needs through a modular structure. So what does this mean? It means that if you have different pain points, which you do from other hotels, the system is flexible enough to be customized for your needs, right? So you can select from 1 to 7 solutions to help you on your daily operations and decision making. So at the end of the day, what we want is that instead of your hotel having to implement 3 to 5 systems, different systems, you have now one way to operate your hotel through one single platform. Now, if we go to the solutions, today I'm going to be presenting housekeeping, maintenance, and guest in touch. Okay, but we have 7 in total. The other ones are the quality model, which is for you to acknowledge and register your guests' complaints, the internal follow-up, which you can check, as well as what has been communicated with the client, with the guest. So this way you can minimize the repeated complaints, improve the guest experience while they are still in the hotel. Okay, this is quite important. You avoid negative reviews afterwards. One of the examples that I like to give for the quality model is, let's say you have a complaint regarding cleaning. In the system, you're gonna see who cleaned the room and who inspected the room. So this is quite important to check it out very quickly with the teams, what happened, and then obviously give also some answers to the guests and some solutions as well, obviously. The other model we have is the F&B, to manage the bookings of your hotel outlets and the entrance to the breakfast service. So this way you can maintain a safe occupancy, you know which guests are missing breakfast, and you can also prepare and plan the service to avoid food waste. And this is quite important nowadays as well. The other solution we have is the energy management, to register and track your hotel water and energy consumptions. You can also set up warning notifications for any out-of-range consumption. And this allows you as well to, for example, see if you have any water leak or with these measurements. And together with the maintenance model, then you can, put your team working on it. And the last one, the new openings and renovations, to help you manage your openings and renovations, but in a digital way. So you can access to your building book, to your technical documents, any documents that you have really, and the snagging list. So you are really prepared to open your hotel properly. So before we jump into the 3 solutions that I'm going to present today, I just want to put here 3 hospitality industry challenges that we have. I'm sure all of you listening can relate at least with one of them. So low operational efficiency. So all of the tasks that we do daily with Excel, with walkie-talkies, even WhatsApp, paper. This means really high operational costs. Decisions made from assumptions. So if you don't have a way to put the data and have the data clean enough to analyze it and make decisions, you're going to be making these decisions from assumptions. And then too many software providers. I give a few of them examples here: the PMS, channel manager, obviously housekeeping, maintenance, quality, guest apps. A lot of times this means high-tech stack costs and poor integrations. So these are 3 of the challenge that we try to cover with the solutions that we have currently at Hub. So let's go for housekeeping. Everyone knows the housekeeping department is one of the most costly departments at a hotel. And one of the main reasons is due to the fact that you have no way to measure your team's productivity, and they don't have the proper tools to work and, you know, stop doing what I normally say stupid tasks. There are a lot of tasks that our teams are doing in the hotels. They have to be done, but they can easily be done with technology. And this is what we want. So by switching what is being done manually to automated process, you will have teams that will become more agile and happier, obviously. And I always say happy staff, happy guests. So one of the core features that you get is being able to properly organize your housekeeping department. So you can have your weekly planning based on your occupancy, but also on the staff management. So how many hours your different attendants work, if they work today, tomorrow, or next week. So you know exactly whom and when you need your team the most. And this is important as well to optimize the costs of your hotel. The dynamic task allocation, so depending on your staff working hours, the cleaning times, and the type of stay. Plus you can easily manage any rotation or change during the day. So this happens a lot, that you have a full list of rooms that you have to clean, but things change during the day. And most of the time, this is very difficult to track. This is very difficult to manage in a manual way. So you probably receive a WhatsApp message or a call from reception. I need this room ready now, or this room is dirty and it wasn't. So these kind of situations, they can be managed through the mobile app in just a few seconds. The minibar posting. So the minibar posting, you can register the guest consumptions, and this goes directly to the guest profile in the PMS. And we all know this is one of the things that happens in hotels. A lot of hotels lose money in the minibar, and this way your attendants can, you know, quickly do this for you. And then we also have the linen management as well. We have more. Let me just put this video in play. Okay, so while I'm speaking, you can see a little bit of the mobile app with a supervisor attendant. So you have more information, and you see really how it works in real life. So one of the things, obviously, is to reduce the response times to guest requests and engineering faults. So your attendants can actually report any incident. They can take pictures, and these actions, so these incidents, are sent directly to your maintenance team in real time. So they receive a notification, they can take action upon. And this obviously will reduce the response times to the guest request as well. By having these smart notifications, you know, on the go, you can meet the guest's needs. And on the other side, housekeepers, send these automatic notifications to the teams. It's very easy to register new tasks and even to register a new fault, as we just saw it. And this is important because you have a way to check the traceability at any time. I always say, even though the chat functionality is very popular, we have the chat functionality as well. I always say that it's important to bear in mind that chats do not track properly a task. You don't have a way to see when this task was accepted, who is dealing with this task, and when this task is done. And I can be talking about maintenance incidents, or I can also be talking about a guest request, such as I want extra towels, just like we saw on this short video. So this way, you really know exactly who delivered all the things that are needed in the hotel. And this makes it easier for you to, have a better guest experience at the end of the day. And the smart notification. So as a housekeeper, you will get these notifications on the desktop, but obviously as well on the mobile app. With the room status, when the client check out, if the client is having breakfast, your attendants also know they are having breakfast, so they can take this time to go to the room, check the minibar, or simply do a quick cleaning. But also the D&D, cleaning reviews, makeup room, any guest requests. So all of these, we send you these smart notifications in real time. Now let's talk about maintenance. These both teams are very important, right? One of the things that happens in maintenance in hotels, it's very reactive, which in the long run, they will cause some real problems. Of course, it will also impact negatively your guest satisfaction. So that's why it's so important to put smart process to run it smoothly and do not only the corrective maintenance, but also the preventive maintenance. So your maintenance team will get a full overview of all faults, preventive tasks with the corresponding notification when they need to be done. If any incident is affecting guests, who reported, who is taking action, and so on. All of these, again, in real time, both on desktop and on the mobile app. We always focus way more on the mobile app because these teams are always moving in the hotel. So they really need, the mobile app to keep moving, to keep doing their work, because at the end of the day, this technology will help and will support them in their daily work, but their focus will be obviously the cleaning and the fixing of any incidents. We also have assets management, so you can create any asset with important information such as year of installation, service life, the model, the brand, technical documents, manuals, how to do preventive. So anything that you can think of, you can edit and access it again from the mobile app. And materials management, to register materials that were used in different faults, when you were fixing different faults or incidents, and also the total materials used and its costs. What else? Again, full mobility with a mobile app that allows you to work offline. Okay, so you don't have to register anything just because you stop having internet connection. You can keep working with the mobile app. Once the connection is recovered, Hub will synchronize automatically all the information for you. Okay, logging faults takes less than 30 seconds. We know this is very important. Again, these teams have no time to waste. So it needs to be as well a solution that is easy to adapt and to use on a daily basis. And all the functionalities that you need are available, again, mobile and the desktop. And you can also attach any technical documents, pictures, and track all the actions performed. So this allows you to have all of these teams fully connected with each other. So if a supervisor, housekeeping supervisor wants to check it out, a specific fault that was registered by an attendant, she or he can do this very quickly through the mobile app. And let's go to the last model, the last solution I'm going to present today, which is the Guest in Touch, is our newest, the newest model that we have, which wants to put your guests at the center of your hotel operations. It should. The Guest in Touch is is a model that allows your guests to communicate in a contactless way with your teams. So in a time that contactless communication is so important, it's also important that you give different options for your guests to communicate with you. If they don't want to go to reception or call you, this is a nice way to do it. It's a web app, so you don't need to download any application, and your guests can be connected as well with your operational teams as well. So with housekeeping and with maintenance and even the F&B team. This model also allows you to not to overwhelm your teams. So all the requests are sent directly to the corresponding team. So there's no need to a ticketing system where you have someone else checking all the guest requests to see, okay, this one is for housekeeping, this one is for maintenance. No, HubOS does this for you. So the guest in touch model allows your guests to book restaurant service based on your maximum safest occupancy. Allows your guests to register maintenance incidents. For example, my TV is not working, I don't have hot water, anything that you can think of. Request housekeeping service like extra towels, I need amenities, or others. And also set the D&D and the makeup room. What we launched just, I think, 1 or 2 weeks ago, it's pretty new. It's what we call the widgets. So we wanted to offer more. And thanks to the new widgets, you can customize the full guest experience by adding your available service, such as spa, even your restaurant menu, your hotel websites, and even allow your guests to send you a WhatsApp message through one click. So in the next video, everything that I was just saying, you can see it. Let me just put it in play. Perfect. So we can see everything that I was just mentioning. You can have your about the hotel, the spa, check menu. So you can add as many widgets as you want. Your guests can book your restaurant and check the occupancy as well. So they can choose, okay, one time that is not very busy. Again, they can also request a maintenance incident. So like the example I gave, my TV, it's not working. I want someone coming at 7 p.m. And on our right side, you can see the mobile app with the user, with the maintenance user, which receives automatically this notification. And the same goes for housekeeping. I want 2 extra towels when, okay, let's say tomorrow at 9, and the housekeeper supervisor and the attendant responsible for this room will receive this notification. If you want to set the do not disturb, so you don't have to put the paper on the door because you are in bed, so you want to, keep resting, or even to put the makeup room as well. So we send that notification, check our menu, or like I was saying, send a WhatsApp message, which we redirect automatically to WhatsApp. So how guests access this guest in touch model? Like I said, it's a web-based application. No need to download the application. You just have to scan a QR code. You can put this QR code on the reservation or even the room, which is a better idea. And then the guest can just do all of these options that I just showed. Great. So to wrap up, this is one of the use cases we have with one of our clients, Intercontinental Ireland. It's a beautiful resort in in Australia. And the results are very interesting. So as we can see, in a month, they were able to save 80 hours in housekeeping, 20 hours in front office, and save quite a big amount annually. They also reduce in 12 minutes in technical tasks, 6 to 10 minutes reduction in preventive tasks, and again, less than 30 seconds to log faults, down from 5 minutes with the previous suite of systems they had. So obviously, this will depend always on the type of property and the process you have in your property. But with such solution, your staff will start working more efficiently. They don't need to waste time with manual tasks. They don't need to waste time communicating every single action they do. They just have to report it, and that is done automatically by the system. Some trusted clients we have. So we are currently in more than 700 clients in more than 30 countries. So we are very happy. We also have a churn of 0%, which says a lot about our commitment. We are a company that we always look to listen to our customers, how we can improve the system. There's always room for improvement. We know that, and that's one of the things that we try to pass to our clients, to listen to their needs and keep improving the system every single day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. And yeah, if you would like to discuss, or if you need help with your housekeeping and maintenance department, just let me know. I'm happy to help.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you very much for being here, for your presentation. And thank you, how always, for support Travel Tech. And it was a pleasure work with you all the year.
Likewise.
So thank you very much. And I hope you see you again next year in the next Travel Tech, in the 3rd edition of Travel Tech.
I hope as well. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
I put on the screen your virtual staff from How West, so you can book your meeting with Isabel, and she will answer all your doubts. Yes. Thank you very much, Isabel.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So we continue our pitch sessions. I'm going to present to Sonia Merena, Market Director, Nordic, UK, and Ireland at the Hotel Network. Welcome.
Hi, thank you, Natalia. How are you?
Hi, I'm well, thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank you for here. So you have your 25 minutes from presentation to present the Hotel Network. I will be in the back. If you need help, just call me. I hope you know. And everything will go okay. But I will be here. You can share your screen, and I will put it on the screen.
Perfect. I'll do that right now. So let me just open my presentation. Great.
There. Okay, I can see you well, and I can hear you well. And see you later.
Thank you, Natalia. Well, hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today. One of the topics that I'll be discussing for the next few minutes is going from benchmarking or using benchmarking data in order to action on various different tactics that you might be trying to implement. So the idea is how to leverage your market data to step up your direct booking strategy. Everything that I'll focus on today is related to the direct channel. And for those of you who may be unfamiliar with the hotels network, we do two things. First of all, we help hotels learn through benchmarking. So getting real-time competitive data from your destination, uncovering opportunities to grow your direct channel, and then being able to spot weak points where you are losing revenue. And once you have a comprehensive analysis of how you're competing versus your competitive set in the destination, by allowing you to have access to that data, you can act on that data through the use of personalization in order to increase the website conversion. So how do we do that? In traditional benchmarking, typically you would be able to analyze your occupancy, your confirmed reservations, your ADR, and so on. But typically there's no data on the guest. And the guest plays a really key role in identifying where the opportunities lie, not only from the perspective of who's booking, in the case of occupancy only, but also having the ability to analyze the entire booking funnel. So who's not booking, where they're visiting from, what they're visiting in the hotel website, who's searching in the booking engine, and everything they do before they book or don't. Additionally, from a rates perspective, it's also important to analyze the ADR, track the bar, the OTA rates, the disparities, both from users making searches and completing reservations. And additionally, there's loads of data in who the guest is. So you have to analyze, or have the ability to also analyze, the device, the country of origin, source of traffic, website, travel party, and so on. So what we've done with BenchDirect, which I'll highlight to you today, is we don't only analyze the bookings, which can be only a certain percentage of the traffic. What we do is we analyze the entire booking funnel, looking at 100% of the traffic on your direct website. The way we do this is that we compare your individual hotel website's direct traffic performance to your brand, if you're part of a brand. So that includes anyone with more than one property. We compare that data to your destination. So comparing your individual property to the other hotels in your destination. We also have the ability to compare your individual property to the most similar hotels worldwide in our network. And we give you the ability to even build your own comp set to be able to compare against your direct competitors. So let's dive into how we can learn from some of the metrics within BenchDirect, and then how we can act on those opportunities in order to improve conversion. The first opportunity that I wanted to highlight is price disparities. In BenchDirect, you can log in and actually see how your direct disparities compare to the market. So do you have a bigger problem than other hotels in the area? How big is that problem? And by how much is the hotel being undercut? You can actually benchmark all of that to the different types of comp sets. In this case, the hotel's rate is being undercut with a higher frequency than all other comp sets. The opportunity here is to decrease the frequency in which the rates are being undercut, leading to a higher conversion. The hotel should first of all delve into their disparities report and then activate a feature with the hotel's network called price matching. By delving into the disparities that you have, in this case, we're looking at a few different patterns. You are able to identify where primarily the OTAs are undercutting you. Is it from third-party rates? Is it from a specific country? Is it for a specific number of guests? By identifying patterns, you can easily tackle this problem and spot where the opportunity to improve conversion lies. Here, this hotel is doing a really great job. With the hotels network, you can activate a price comparison in order to take your best available rate and compare it against the OTAs. In this case, you can take it one step further where you can price match in real time. The price match is done from the perspective of ranges and disparities. So you delegate the range and disparity that you would like to target. For example, if I have a disparity on my website between 3 and 5%, I would like to give my guest a 5% discount. You can keep the ranges as big, as small as you'd like, and then the machine or the price comparison is able to delegate the appropriate discount by determining the range and disparity between the direct price and the lowest OTA. And then what it does is, from a customer-facing perspective, it says, hey, your search qualifies for a special offer. Click here to apply a 10% discount, and automatically shows for the guest what the new price would be before they even click. This is a really great way to win extra bookings that might otherwise be lost to the OTAs. The second learning that I wanted to share with you is around length of stay. Within Bench Direct, you're able to analyze what your length of stay booked versus your length of stay searched is. This hotel's length of stay booked is significantly shorter than the length of stay searched. The opportunity here is that guests on average are looking to stay at the property for a lot longer. So this hotel should showcase attractive offers to encourage guests to stay a little bit longer. Here's a great example from a property that is highlighting a long stay offer on their homepage in order to let guests know that, hey, if you're looking at staying for a longer period of time, there's a special discount that applies to you. This hotel as well does a really great job of highlighting a specific long stay offer that they have, promoting different discounts. So extend your stay. The longer you stay, the more you get. Stay 3 nights and pay for 2, stay 6 nights and pay for 4, and so on. This is a really great way of highlighting the various special offers that the hotel has. It's really easily done through the hotel's network using our personalization capability, which allows you to personalize the experience depending on how many days someone is staying at your property. So in this case, another great way of using this feature would be that if someone's searching 2 nights, you let them know that, hey, did you know that if you search a 3rd night, you would get the 3rd night for free. That's another great way of leveraging and pushing people to stay longer. The third learning that I wanted to highlight with you today is around visitor to booking engine conversion. This is something that a lot of hotels don't have statistics on. You might have an idea of what your total conversion is, but you're not really sure of how the homepage is performing or how the booking engine is performing independent of each other. In this case, this hotel overall conversion is better than the rest of the brand and the destination. However, users to searchers conversion is not as good as the other comp sets. The opportunity here lies in redirecting more users to the booking engine to unlock more bookings. So here, what we want to do, or what this hotel does a really great job of, is they use a capability in order to highlight a specific special offer. Similar to highlighting a long stay offer, but in this case, it's presenting well, this is London's most desired location for 50% less. So here, by clicking on the call to action, they're redirecting more of their traffic because there's a really interesting offer, like 50% off, in order to go into the booking engine to at least search their dates. This actually, it's the same property, but leveraging different special dates. Does exactly that. So for various special holidays like Mother's Day or Halloween, you can apply the same for Black Friday, which is just around the corner, actually this week, Christmas as well, Valentine's Day, whatever the occasion that you're trying to promote. Here, by using the data in the hotel's network and then pushing personalization in order to personalize the experience for the user in order to grow the direct bookings, this hotel says, hey, there's a Mother's Day offer, and they create some sense of urgency by using a countdown clock. They do the same on the left on a mobile around Halloween, also with a countdown clock to create some urgency. The fourth learning is that this one relates to improving the booking engine conversion. So what we see here is that the hotel's overall conversion is better than the rest of the brand. However, the booking engine conversion is not as good as the other comp sets. So what we want to do is that since we already have the user in the booking engine, we want to retain more users and also to be, again, able to unlock more bookings. In this case, they're already familiar with the price. We want to make sure that they stay on the page in order to complete that reservation. Here's one way. this hotel is using an exit message, meaning that whenever someone is about to leave the page, they highlight a specific special offer. Here is an exclusive offer. We love direct bookings. Enjoy 15% off by clicking below. By clicking on this message, the promo code is automatically reloaded into the booking engine, allowing for a really easy booking experience and encouraging the user to complete their reservation on the direct website, because that's where they get the best price. The fifth learning would be around performance by device. This is really key with a lot of hotels running mobile offers on the various OTAs. If you want to have the ability to do that on your direct website, you can also do that here. So one thing that we've identified is that the hotel's conversion on mobile is underperforming compared to all the other comp sets. The hotel's opportunity here is to increase the number of sales via conversion boosting tactics. So you want to create a mix of different urgency messaging and unique special offers to the mobile audience in order to nudge them to book direct. Here are two examples, one with a countdown clock, again, creating that sense of urgency, capturing that guest much earlier in their discovery phase so that, well, when they book with you, they don't have to explore any other hotels, especially because it's on mobile, it's not as easy to do on desktop. So if you can capture that guest on mobile before they reach the desktop in order to discover other hotels, this is a really great way of doing that. So this hotel on the left is saying mobile exclusive, limited time only. They have a specific offer with a 4-minute countdown. And one of the other things that they're doing here that we haven't seen except in the first example is they're also reassuring the guest based on best available rate. And in this case, there's also a disparity happening. So a 2% discount is being offered to the guest in order to undercut the OTA and win that booking. Here on the right, you see a mobile offer. It's embedded into the design of the hotel and is a really great way to encourage more users to complete that reservation on the hotel website. The sixth learning that I wanted to share is around performance by visitors country. For this hotel, Spain is the top market for the destination concept, but it represents a very small conversion for the hotel. Improving communications towards the Spanish market could be a benefit. So what you want to do is you want to create personalized messages and offers targeted specifically to the Spanish market. Here is an example of a desktop and mobile look and feel. In this case, this property is targeting their Andalusian guests with a special offer and also using a sense of urgency with a countdown clock. I think this is the last case study that I wanted to share with you. This one is also around performance by visitors country, but this is taking a slightly different approach. So in this case, the second, this hotel is obviously based in Spain, but the second source of traffic is from the United Kingdom. In this case, the opportunity doesn't lie, well, it does also lie in improving the traffic from that specific country, but also increasing the booking value. So by analyzing the data in Bench Direct, you can identify that the UK is a good source of traffic for the property. When you go into the conversion and the revenue and you filter by UK, you can see that even though the UK traffic converts better than the destination, when it comes to the average booking value of those guests, they don't book as well as they do for the other hotels in the destination. So there's an opportunity here to push paid upgrades and additional services for the UK market. Here's a really great way of highlighting that. So you can use a layer capability in order to give an exclusive offer, such as a 10% off your deluxe and superior rooms for a limited time only to a specific source of traffic. You can do the same with your suites and so on mobile as well, only targeting specific messages to location. If you want to find out more about how your direct website is performing and access your benchmarking statistics, this type of data is completely free. It will be free forever. So if you'd like to sign up, you can just join the link at the bottom. And and then you'll have access to your benchmarking stats for the direct channel. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Sonia. I really enjoyed your presentation. It was very, very dynamic. I hope the hoteliers contact you and contact the hotel network, and they can go to your virtual stand. I put the link on the screen.
Yep.
Also, it's in the chat, so they can schedule a meeting with the team of the hotel network.
Fantastic. Thank you
Very
so much.
Bye-bye. Bye. I hope you see you next year. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. So we continue this pitch session. Now we have Rita Silva. Hi, Rita. She's Cluster Revenue Manager at REM Hub. I go into there. Hi, Rita. How are you?
Hi, Natalia. I'm great. You?
I'm well, thank you. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
Thank you for being here. I will leave you 25 minutes of presentation to the attendees with the next screen. So if you need me, I'm here in the back.
Okay.
I hope everything go well, but I'm here if you need me.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
You can share your screen, and I will add it to the stream.
Okay. Regarding sharing my screen, can I share a little bit later? Or
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
I will be here to add it and go.
Okay. Hello, my name is Rita. I am Cluster Revenue Manager at RM Up here in Portugal. So very happy to be here. Very excited to speak a little bit about RM Hub. So basically, RM Hub was founded in 2018 as RM Academy. So basically, RM Academy is the first and only academy of revenue management training in Portugal, with such an amazing trainers with different experiences, not only in Portugal but mainly in Europe. During this process, we were recognized by the national and international hotel markets in such a way that the need to offer more than training, okay, and mainly due to COVID-19 pandemic. So during the year 2020, we start a new business model, in this case, consulting. So, and the name of this new business model is RM All-in-One, okay? So basically in 2021, so beginning of this year, RM Hub was born, consisting in 3 areas. So we have RM Academy, RM All-in-One, consulting, and the most recent business area is RM Accelerate. So now I will share my screen with the presentation of the company. So here we go. So as I said, RM Hub consists in 3 different areas. So we start as RM Academy, and then our consulting, so RM All-in-One, and then RM Accelerate. About RM Academy, we have, as you can see here, our training portfolio. So we have initiation trainings, then the medium one and advanced one. We have more than 30 trainings. For example, for initiation trainings, we have the introduction to revenue management, and we speak about forecast and pricing. We have e-commerce as well, so introduction to e-commerce. We have segmentation, once again, forecast, the principles of the pricing strategy, about distribution as well, digital marketing, GDS, so the global distribution system, and a little bit about F&B concept and management. And then the intermediate trainings, where we have the revenue management 36 degrees. So it's a little bit more deep than an introduction to revenue management. We have strategic revenue management, and then revenue management in terms of organization, in terms of sales management and e-commerce. We have as well e-commerce 360 as the revenue management. We have revenue management for commercial department. We have Excel. I particularly really like this one, Excel for revenue managers. We have also F&B 360, customer service, and revenue management for operational department. This one is very important as well. And about the advanced, we have the total revenue management, professional and performance, digital performance for commercial departments, customer loyalty through digital marketing, pricing and distribution channel strategy, performance and upselling in F&B, so food and beverage, as well cross-selling and upselling in front office and reservations. So basically, this is our trainings that we have at RM Academy. So we have, of course, some feedback, some feedback. I mean, reviews of our trainers as well. So this is a little bit about what you do in terms of results achieved, okay, with our partners. I mean, we did more than 100 trainings, and the trainees resident is global, because we do online meeting, trainings, and we do as well at the hotels, okay, or in companies. So we do trainings customized as well. Some benefits, of course. So we have advantages of choosing RM Academy as in this case as your training partner. So first of all, it's a tailored training. Okay, so we do online live trainings with strong particular components. So we do exercises about forecasting, pricing, segmentation. So, and the specialists and renowned trainers. So as I said earlier, we do have the trainers with a lot of experience, not only in Portugal, but mainly in Europe, in independent hotels or in groups as well, and permanent support and monitoring as well. So this is about RM Academy. The new business model is consulting, so it's RM all-in-one. So basically here we work side by side with hotels, okay, and acting as an integral part of the team as well. So in terms of analyzing and to implement the best strategy, okay, for each hotel. So, and basically it's the revenue management pillars. So I mean, segmentation, budget, forecasting, yield management, distribution channels, and a strategic plan. In this case, 360. We do several meetings, weekly meetings about mainly about yield management. Distribution is very important as well, and so we work very closely with our hotels, mainly as well for other operation things as well, if they need, of course. So all-in-one consists in three offers. So we in our all-in-one, so we have, first of all, a dedicated revenue manager to the hotel. So as I said earlier, we work side by side with the hotels, acting as an integral part of the team, okay, in the execution of the pillars of revenue management, such as segmentation, yield management, forecast distribution, strategic plan. And we do offer as well a revenue management system. So basically the revenue management system is like a strategic assistant, okay? So each provides an interactive solution allowing the processing of information in an automated way, achieving extraordinary revenue results, generating time savings and efficiently in the process. I truly believe that you know what is the main benefits of having a revenue management system, mainly nowadays. Okay, it helps a lot of our work as revenue managers. So basically, we do offer as well a revenue management system and as well a rate shopper. The rate shopper allow us to view the markets, not only our hotel, okay, and the reflection of trends and the main rate variations. This analysis will allow you to enhance your pricing strategy, becoming current and competitive with your competitors. So this is, I mean, the package of all-in-one what we offer, okay, to you. So a revenue management system, a dedicated revenue manager with well, I mean, the dedicated and experienced revenue manager, including a rate shopper as well in this package. And then we have the most recent business model in RM Hub. It's about Accelerate. This is more in terms of sales department. So the benefits associated with the Revenue Accelerate product are varied, highlighting the professional experience and contacts of the RM Accelerate team. So basically, we want to help in terms of sales and marketing department. So in Sales Hub, sales calls, trade shows, implementation of dynamics in the commercial department, extensive professional experience of the team, an annual sales and marketing plan, a personalized and personal approach, and global intermediation. I mean, a little bit about distribution is very, very important. So B2B, B2C. So basically, I share with you what is RM Hub, what is RM Academy, what is RM All-in-One, the consulting part, and last but not the least, what is the RM Accelerate. This is a few brands that trust in our company in RM Hub, not only in Portugal, but in Europe. We work with properties not only in Portugal, but in some countries in Europe. And basically, these are some brands that trust in our company. So, and this is RM Hub. I will stop share my my screen, and basically this is our RM Hub. Natalia.
Thank you, Rita. Thank you very much for sharing RM.
Yes.
Thank you for your presentation. Thank you to RM for your support to Travel Tech. Was a pleasure have you this year. I hope you see you next year, the third edition of Travel Tech.
Yes, and just the last thing. So about our website, so there are several information as well over there in terms of contacts, for example. So please feel free to contact us. We will be very pleased to ask to answer questions, any doubts. So please go to our website rmhub.pt.
And also you have your virtual stand. I will put in the screen.
Yeah.
And so attendees can go and visit your virtual stand and book a meeting with your team. And I hope you have a lot of interest people that want to contact to you.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. You are an expert of revenue management, so take the opportunity, talk with them, talk to the team, and also they can find you on LinkedIn. And on our LinkedIn, it's all the information to our sponsors. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
See you, Rita. I hope we
See
see you
you.
again. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. So we continue our pitch session. Now I will present to Hoshen Deportier-Luten, Managing Director at Revamp Hotel Technology. I hope I say
Hello there.
well
Hi.
your name.
I know it's difficult. It's Jochen.
Johan, sorry.
Yes.
Thank you for correcting me. How are you, Johan?
Yeah, all good here. All good. Thank you very much. Excited to start. So
Yes,
yeah, I'm
it's
ready.
nice to see you again. You have a
Yes.
great forum this week.
Yes, absolutely. I followed all the sessions. I like very much the
You don't
forums.
see me, but I see you. I
Okay.
was in the back. I never put my camera on,
Okay.
but was great.
Okay. Thank you for that.
So you have your 25 minutes to your presentation, and you can
Absolutely.
share your screen.
Yeah, I will. Just a second. Share screen. Wait. Like this, and you should see it.
Yes, there.
Fantastic.
Okay. I'm in the back if you need me.
Okay,
Have a great presentation. See you
thank you
later.
very much. Yes, thank you very much. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, TervalTech, for inviting me and organizing this session. So, as already said, my name is Jochen de Puter, and I'm Managing Director of Revamp Hotel Technologies. Besides my role as a managing director, I'm as well a consultant for operational and strategic advisory services in the hospitality industry. And before that, I have worked about 10 years in commercial roles in the hotel distribution and also in the hotel technology. Now, compared to some bigger brands that are participating to travel tech, you will ask yourself definitely, who is Revamp and what does Revamp do? So let me start first by answering that question first. We are a Swiss-based company, a startup company that develops and markets innovative solutions to optimize hotel revenues based on artificial intelligence. We do that not alone. So we have also a sister company in Croatia, Acquaint, of which you see on the left side below the logo as well. So unlike most hotel technology companies and the companies that we have seen so far, so our brand name does not equal our product names. So we don't have a product that calls Revamp because we sell a vision and we are agile and offering solutions, both bespoke solutions we have, but also standardized products that we have developed. But in any way, what we try to offer is something unique and innovative to the market. Well, we create anything as long as there is demand and as long as there's a question from the customer coming. So I will come back to that in my slides. And well, maybe also short if you wonder what Revamp stands for. So Revamp means revenues amplified. The full name is in fact Revamp Hotel Technologies. That's why you see our website is www.revamp/ht.com. And Revamp means as well to tidy up and to rearrange things, so to change for the better in order to reach our mission, which is written here, and that is that we want to amplify the revenues of the hotels in a simplified manner and also on a large scale, even up to the smallest end user, and that with artificial intelligence. So I hope that we can achieve that goal together with Acquaint, and that we can change the hotel landscape in order to meet that mission. Now, let me start first with a confronting quote. So the quote is as following. So many hotel revenue management systems on the market claim they are simple, not expensive, and worth having, yet still 20% or less than 20% of the hotels have one. It's quite confronting, I admit that, but well, it's a reality. We see that in hotel revenue management systems, there are currently still some industry challenges that we face. Maybe not only for revenue management systems, but also for other tech products. So first of all, we see that there is a market size paradox, meaning that most revenue management systems target on 35% of the hotel market in Europe. So that is also why above in the line, it's written like 17% of the hotels have one, representing 50% of the rooms, but less as 5% of the independent hotels, let's say the family-owned businesses, have a revenue management system. And in Europe, according to Eurostat, 65% of the hotel market has less than 25 rooms. Now, the reason is, in fact, the scalability of the model. We see that revenue management systems are fairly expensive for smaller size properties and not so cost efficient either. So the process to have someone hooked for having the revenue management system takes already some time operationally. So you need to convince as a salesperson to have a demo. You have to schedule the demo. Then if the demo is taken and the client likes it, there's the onboarding team who makes the setup and gives a free trial. Then the hotel makes the trial. And after 3-4 months, he decides yes or no to continue with the product. So it's quite a long journey, and that makes also the systems more expensive. In addition, what we also see is that the level of complication is quite high of the existing revenue management system. So if you take, for example, a PMS system like Apeleo, you see it works modular with a marketplace to upgrade the solution or extra modules to add on. So yes, you can build upon that. With a revenue management system, traditionally speaking, it's a take or leave deal. So if you have a small property, you take also the functionalities of the analytics. And I question myself, honestly, if an analytical dashboard is something that is of value of smaller size property. The same goes, for example, with a forecasting tool. There you can ask yourself, is this really needed if you have only 10 to 15 rooms and if you are seasonal properties? I think it's not the case. Now, secondly, we see also that it's very difficult for hoteliers to see what is the unique selling point of each RMS system. So we see there are quite some copycats in layout, etc. And it's very difficult to distinguish what is the difference. Even if you look at the screenshots of many systems, you see an agenda where 30 days of the month, and then some color codes where green is, it's a low demand, red is high demand, you can click it, etc. Then you have, of course, the analytics and maybe the forecast tool and some comset, but that most systems do. And, that doesn't make it easy, in fact, to set yourself different and to position yourself in the market. Then there is also the issue of the data integrations. We are all speaking of ecosystems and open API, but the reality is still that many revenue management systems need to integrate one by one to a PMS system. And often those integrations are fairly simple with a one-way connection, whereby the ideal scenario is that you have an integration that is easily scalable and that you can scale the number of integrations fast. So, well, you can grow your market fast, but yeah, sooner or later on a longer term, you may be stuck on a certain business model. And, you know, with the existing data integrations that you have and the existing backend, it's very difficult then to pivot suddenly the business model and to offer innovative solutions or something different. So that leaves you somehow in a, well, B2C market deemed for forever, in fact, that you cannot switch anymore the model, that there are limitations. And then, well, last but maybe not least, is also the holistic view of revenue management system. So basically, most focus on price goes up and price goes down. Whereas if we see a CRM system, upsell tool, they all preach the same value deal, the same promise. It's how can I increase the revenue? And here we see, in fact, that the main functionalities of revenue management systems are very much focused on pricing, analytics, and forecasting, where you may also ask what is the value creation of the customer, where you have with upselling, you get something instead. For revenue management, it's not the case at the end. It doesn't change the client experience despite you pay more. So that are some challenges maybe that we can ask ourselves as a revenue management system. But at Revamp, we think there are also opportunities in the market. And we think that with a more holistic view, a cheaper and a faster revenue management system, we will be able to access more hoteliers, any type of hotelier. So with Revamp, what we try to do is to focus on two aspects. So first of all, we try to be more efficient and, well, to give a simple user experience and a simple user interface. And that allows a faster adoption and consequently also a lower price and less complications also to start up for a large part of the market. Then together with our partner Acquaint, we also see revenue management more holistic, more as only price management. It's also part of distribution to the right channels. It's about the CRM, it's customer experience, it's upselling. So we have a lot of opportunities that we see. Now, in my next slides, I will show you some products on which we worked, standardized, that envision those two opportunities, more efficiency and more holistic view. So first of all, it's a development of our sister company Acquaint in Croatia. So what they have developed is an automated process of understanding the guest interest, wishes, and desires. And based on that, you can propose services and products, and hereby you maximize the client experience and you empower also the staff to make the best offer that is likely to have the highest probability on conversion. So in order to explain this with a print screen, so you have here the print screen of Miss Kathleen Stark, and we have a lot of data on Kathleen Stark. And all this data, we run artificial intelligence on it. So we know, in fact, that she stays for 2 nights. We know that she is with her husband, no children. But we know also from external data sources that the weather will be good. We know also from the World Bank data sources what is her purchasing power on average, what is the GDP doing. So all those variables we put in a big basket, we run the artificial intelligence on it, and we give some suggestions for upselling. And the suggestion is we are 100% certain that Miss Kathleen Stark, together with her husband, Edith Stark, will have a restaurant visit. And they will also have 100% certainly a time for a spa visit, a time for 2 together in a spa visit, whereas we should not recommend her for a tennis game because the data says maybe they are too aged or the weather is bad or whatsoever. So yeah, you make the right suggestion based on the data, and in that way you can upsell, in fact, and recognize the guest profiles better. So this is a platform that is mainly suited for hotels, more luxury hotels, I would say, and also resorts. Now, another innovative solution that Revamp has developed together with Acquaint is Mobile Pace Manager. Now, let me first explain Mobile Pace Manager, what it is. So Mobile Pace Manager is a mobile application integrated with the PMS and Channel Manager. And based on the demand, it sends an alert to the mobile phone of the hotelier and proposes a direct action to undertake. And by just a simple click on the app, the room prices get adopted or booking channels get closed, and the hotelier get immediately notice on the extra revenue he or she makes with a simple click. So you win money with just clicking. Now, when we started to develop this product at the very start of our journey, we analyzed a hotel in the Netherlands, and they had about 20 rooms, 18 or 20 rooms. And we saw for 1 month, so we neatly analyzed every reservation 1 month. There were 394 reservations, and 94 of them had bad decisions, just human bad decision. Let's say it were errors, human errors. And when I consulted the hotel, well, it was very clear that this lady who was managing it was operationally very occupied. So she had 2 restaurants to run and the hotel. And this is very typical for family-owned businesses and independent hotels, that you are involved in many operational things and you forget about the revenue opportunities. So we saw, for example, that despite there was a huge demand with 75% of all the bookings more as 20 days before arrival, and with 1 day out of 2 fully booked, still she sold 52% over the OTAs. And next to that, she had also about 90 reservations where the average price of the room was below the average price that she would generally ask, despite it was very clear that the hotel would be fully booked. So it was just a pricing error. And that's why we developed Mobile Pace Manager, is in fact to help, in fact, the hoteliers avoid making this error and notice them that with a simple click, they can, in fact, make an adjustment. Now, how does it work? I shortly explain. So you go to the App Store, you download, and I make the connection backend. That takes, well, 30 minutes, an hour maximum. And well, you can start at once. So basically, the alerts come in, like you see here at number 1. And you see here, for example, the hotel has sold for 18th of September, already 18 out of 19 rooms. We suggest her to close the OTAs. What you can do in the next step, you just slide the bar, you click up, you confirm at number 3, and then you can keep on track on the extra savings you make for selling more directly, or the extra revenues that you make for selling at a higher price. So we calculate the incremental reservations, and we see, based on artificial intelligence, sales mix, and a lot of variables, we can very precisely, very accurately know how much extra money the hotel makes by it. Now, what's so special here is, in fact, it's a fast and frictionless experience. So it's not only a simple app to download, but there's no setup, no demo, no training, no external platform to manage the prices. So basically, you still can work on the actual platforms even. It's just an alerting mechanism to support the hotelier avoiding errors. So we have also rich integrations with both the PMS and Channel Manager. And therefore, we can, in fact, pull the entirely setup already. And, well, we can start quite a way. And that makes it also much cheaper as traditional revenue management systems, where you have normally, well, a lot of efforts and maybe 3 to 6 months before onboarding. Here we speak about like 30 minutes, an hour, if I get directly the connection code. So we speak also about lowering the cost of distribution. So we don't only want to focus on the price, we also smart channel the available inventory depending on demand. And we saw, for example, in September, a hotel in the Italian Alps. She was using the app. She had 25 out of 30 rooms sold for the Christmas period until New Year and the first week of January, where we knew she would already be fully booked. So she had already a minimum stay of 3 nights. She had already high rates. So we suggested also to close the OTAs, and well, with a click, she earned a few €100 with that. So it's just to notice, because you don't know everything, you cannot track everything as a hotelier, and well, to support them just with a click. Well, then, of course, the fact of being connected to mobile also allows to act upon anywhere, anytime, just in 10 seconds. So it goes pretty fast. And there are also some unique features, in fact. So, for example, we have a price sensitivity or price elasticity measurement. So our revenue management system does not constantly change prices or adapt. So we measure, in fact, the sensitivity, meaning that here, as you can see at number 2, you see the expected savings would be 600 if she would close the OTAs. And the same is, in fact, with increasing the price. So if you increase too much, we say your revenue will not be as high. If you put too low, it will not good either. So we give an optimum price, and well, at the end, the hotelier still chooses. So he's still free to adapt according to his own feeling, but at least we give a suggestion. So yeah, that's the tool that well, we rolled out, and well, the results are quite good. So for example, for the revenue, so we see that each click or each alert brings €43 in average, and that depends on the number of rooms. So if you have many more rooms and a big hotel, it's much more as €43. But if you have only 3 or 5 rooms, of course, it's a bit less. It depends a lot on the size of the property. So, well, of course, as being Revamp and Acquaint, we want to use the travel tech platform to promote our services and to generate at least some awareness among the viewers about our product solutions and existence. And well, we have, in fact, a broad spectrum that we target. Basically, we target everything where we can enhance the revenues with artificial intelligence. And it starts already with the smaller sized properties and independent hotels, the family-owned business, to download and register a mobile-based manager. So that's our standard solution. We require the integration of PMS, of course, but well, we can always work on that. Another group that we target is the PMS partners and channel managers to integrate with mobile-based manager, especially those who have a lot of seasonal properties, family-owned business. That's really our core market. That's really our smooth spot, and I think comparatively, we offer a great solution, in fact, for them, an easy-to-go solution, really fitted to the individual needs of a smaller-sized business. We also look for partnership to white label our solution, so to immerse, in fact, the technology already directly in the PMS, because, well, now we have the user interface of the mobile, but it doesn't have to be like that. So maybe something directly in the PMS already, or with the channel manager. Yeah, so there's also a solution, in fact, what we look into to our customers. And while then there are the hotel chains, the luxury hotels and the resorts. Well, of course, if you want to lower the cost of distributions, like I showed with mobile pace manager, but also, well, kind of similar solutions where we put alerting mechanism, a correcting mechanism, or kind of supporting mechanism for the revenue management into the available systems. Also, with help of artificial intelligence, as I've shown with amenity recommender, how we can boost the revenues then and enhance the customer experience based on the data of the client profiles. And of course, there are also bespoke solutions depending on the needs that the hotel chains or hotels are putting forward. Same for industry professionals, tech companies, revenue management companies. Bespoke solutions we can offer, as well artificial intelligence to boost the revenues and enhance the customer experience. So as you can see, in fact, there's a broad spectrum that we cover. That's why Revamp Hotel Technologies has not like one specific product, or we don't brand products by our name. So it shows that we, together with our sister company Acquaint, we can make standardized products that are used in markets for different kind of clientele, for small properties up to luxury properties, up to resorts. And we can do as well bespoke solution depending on the needs. So that's the end of my presentation. So yes, if you have any questions, you can always mail us, contact us on LinkedIn, or via the platform of Travel Tech. So we will be very happy to help you in your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very interesting your presentation. On the screen, the attendees can see the virtual stand of Revamp. There they will be able to meet, book a meeting with you and your team.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much for being here, for being part of Travel Tech and support us as a sponsor. Thank you very much.
With pleasure.
I hope to see you again next year.
Yes, absolutely. I will be there. You can count on me. Count me in.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure
luck.
to have you.
It was a pleasure as well, likewise. And good luck with the rest, with the proceed of the presentations. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So now I'm going to present to Matthias Ghetto, Partner Revenue Performance Manager at Expedia Group. Welcome, Matthias.
Hi, Natalia. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm very good. It's been quite a long day for you already, right?
Yes, it's a long day.
You still have some energy.
Yes, I'm in Argentina, so I'm start at 5 a.m. of the morning.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But now the day is over, so I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to be presenting all these amazing professionals like you.
Great.
So you have your 25 minutes of presentation. I'll be here in the back. So if you need help, just call me.
Okay, let me figure out how I can share my screen. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I will kick it off then. So, well, thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to share how revenue performance will help the lodging industry rebound faster. Before I start, let me quickly introduce myself. So I'm Matthias. I am in the Revenue Performance Solutions team of Expedia Group, and I'm based in Geneva, Switzerland. So, well, I think if you're here today, then like myself, you must be passionate about travel. Travel has the power to change lives. It opens our minds and helps us understand other people and cultures. But of course, unfortunately, the pandemic has had a big impact on travel. And when we think of EMEA, many countries have different restrictions and levels of recovery. For some destinations, travel actually recovered quite nicely, especially over the summer. But at the moment, it's not looking so good with new lockdowns being put in place. And I'm sure you'll agree, this doesn't make the job easier for revenue managers, as they have to constantly adapt to changing situations. But this also means revenue leaders are in a unique position to demonstrate the value they provide to their organizations and the value of the revenue performance discipline within the broader travel industry. So today, I'm going to share how our solutions help partners optimize revenue in this context. And instead of just telling you how to use them, I'll share how other revenue leaders are taking advantage of our tools in order to be more successful. So let's see how these partners use data and technology to make informed decisions and drive revenue performance. Our mission in the Revenue Performance Solutions team is to democratize revenue performance insights and level the playing field for all lodging and vacation rental partners. Whether you're a small boutique hotel, a large hotel, or whether you manage a vacation rental property, we want to help you make revenue decisions by giving you the right data and insights. And we want the experience to be intuitive, simple, and time efficient because, well, as you all know, time is a precious resource, even more so these days. Rev Plus, which you can see on the left, is our solution for conventional lodging properties. You can access it in the Expedia Partner Central extranet. And Market Maker on the right is our solution for vacation rental properties and can be found in the Verbo dashboard. And in these tools, you'll find competitive rate intelligence and market performance data to maximize your revenue. And the great thing is that both solutions are actually free as part of your Expedia Group partnership. Now, there are two words I've mentioned a few times already, maybe you noticed, and they are revenue performance. Let's see what we mean by that. Revenue performance is an approach that evolved from the traditional practice of revenue management. And you'll probably agree that using historical data to predict demand is not very reliable at all at the moment. Future demand conditions are hard to predict, and you may have been able to make some good guesses based on past data before COVID, but that really doesn't help much anymore, right? So, for example, if a lodging partner had 85% occupancy in 2019 on a certain date, it really doesn't mean that this year they can expect the same. And to tackle this challenge, we've seen a shift in the way revenue leaders use data to make decisions in this new context. With a revenue performance approach, the focus is now on maximizing demand by using both forward-looking and historical data. And all of that with the perspective of how the market and the competitive set are performing. But how exactly do you do that? You need three things to adopt this approach. One, having access to real-time pricing data because things change so quickly in a competitive market. Two, forward-looking demand indicators to better prepare for future dates. And three, actionable insights to make sense of the data and not spend days analyzing it. And where can you find this information? Lodging properties across the world are using our solutions to grow their revenue performance. And in the next, roughly 20 minutes, I'll take you through a few ways how partners are finding success. Partners who are finding success are thinking forward, not backward. They typically want to know which dates customers are searching in their market so they can prepare accordingly. This is a good example of forward-looking data that helps revenue leaders make the right decisions. It is something unique that Expedia Group can offer due to the global data that we have, and we are sharing it with you in Rev Plus. Here's a screenshot of the calendar view in Rev Plus, which you can find in Partner Central under Revenue Management. And what I want to highlight is search demand, which helps properties see the page views for any upcoming stay date in the next 365 days at either market or sub-market level. This gives a good overview of some dates which are in high demand, as well as other dates that are still fairly quiet. You will be able to find this by clicking on the Customize Calendar button. So it sounds pretty simple, right? But how can we make this data actionable? Let me share how partners are finding success using the search demand data from Rev Plus. So it helps them understand if their price is well positioned to capture demand on a given date. For instance, if demand is high, is this an indicator to maximize rate? Or if demand is low, it may be time to work on marketing initiatives to increase visibility. There are some, so these are some of the questions that would come to mind. By knowing the demand on a given day, it becomes easier to identify what actions can be taken in order to steal a little bit more share from competitors. High demand, well, it's definitely a good signal. I'm mostly focusing on RevPlus today, but for vacation rental partners that might be listening in this afternoon, our market maker solution displays search demand in a graphical view. So with the same type of insights, it gives the complete picture of the demand in the market. So in this screenshot, you can see last year's searches in blue compared to this year's searches in yellow, displayed on for each day. And as you can see in this example, it's quite a nice increase. You can also switch on market rates as well as market occupancy to carry out further analyses. For revenue leaders who know when guests are searching, a logical next step is to ask which dates are already being booked. So if guests are searching for certain days, it does not automatically mean they are also booking, right? Maybe they're just looking and dreaming about their next holiday. We can't be 100% sure. Feedback we've heard often from partners was that the wish to benchmark their own occupancy with the occupancy in the market. They want to know whether the current occupancy at their property was ahead or behind the overall market occupancy. A common revenue practice in the past was to compare the occupancy to the same time last year, sometimes referred to as booking pace versus last year. And it can be helpful, but since the pandemic is having such a big impact and travel restrictions change all the time, it might not be so useful now. Let's see how properties are finding success by comparing their performance to the market with RevPlus. To help think forward, we provide a solution to our partners, and we call it current market occupancy. This is an estimate of the percentage of sold rooms in the market. You can think of it as the current occupancy level as of this moment, but at market level. Let me share how our partners would use it. As we see in this visual, occupancy stands out in this market on Friday and Saturday, so next week, the 3rd and 4th of December. This could be an indicator that the market continues to have a short booking window, which is one way our partners use this metric. Another way is to compare their performance, in this case occupancy, to the market. They would ask themselves, am I ahead or behind the market occupancy shown here? If their own occupancy is behind, they'd start thinking about actions they can take to generate more occupancy. Or if their own occupancy is ahead, they might increase their rates. They can also reflect on what tactics worked well and continue to use them. And of course, they can feel a bit more comfortable that what they're doing is going well. Finally, this metric also helps improve forecast accuracy. Forecasting is more and more difficult when you can't predict demand, but by taking into account external data, properties can create a more reliable forecast and also optimize it over time. So we've seen how forward-looking data helps partners anticipate what's ahead. We know when people search as well as when they book. Now, what can we do with this data? Let's review how partners who are finding success are managing to attract demand from different types of travelers. As you know, travelers have different needs, motivations, and booking behaviors, and COVID has, of course, impacted all of these as well. A blanket approach doesn't work to convince everyone to stay, so there's definitely a need to do things different. Let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered, how can I attract frequent travelers, international travelers, or travelers who stay longer? In order to attract demand from these groups, you'll need to know, 1, if your property stands out to these travelers, and 2, if your price is competitive and of value to them. But this is not always easy to see, especially and potentially requires a lot of manual work, right? Well, these are exactly the type of questions we're making easier to answer with Rev+. So earlier this year, we introduced the Package Competitive Prices page. This helps partners review their package prices, so hotel and flight, and compare them to each of their competitors. The reason they want to know this information is because package travelers are a segment who often stay longer, book further in advance, and cancel less. Previously, to compare your pricing to attract this segment, it was time-consuming and inefficient, and you needed to go onto the live website really to manually compare different offers. So by showing this price data in Rev+, it saves time and helps you be more competitive to offer a strong value offer to these travelers. You can put yourself in the shoes of the traveler, and you can see what they see when booking a package with flight and hotel, all in one place here in the Package Competitive Prices feature. Another traveler type that partners are finding success with is the loyal traveler who books very frequently. Previously, it was very time-consuming here as well to know how competitors were pricing for the loyal audience of members, as we call them at Expedia. So to help target these travelers with the right offer and grow revenue, you have the option to select member rates in Rev+, as shown here on the screen. This price data is displayed in a real time and is available for the next 365 days, like any other pricing data that we're showing in Rev+. And it's another simple way to see how your price is positioned within the market. Again, you can put yourself in the shoes of the traveler or member in this case, and you can see which property they are most likely to book. To help target the many other types of travelers, successful partners typically customize parameters based on point of sale, so meaning the country where the travelers are searching from, room type, length of stay, number of travelers, and now also available cancellation flexibility as well as breakfast included. Keep in mind, the demand around you changes frequently, and so does the pricing of your competition. And many successful leaders, revenue leaders, use these different parameters to target specific travelers with the right offer. So this is a way to easily see what your price looks like from different perspectives. Now, we've seen how successful partners use forward-looking data and attract different types of travelers. And so far, we've mostly talked about price. Offering the right price is important, but is it all that matters? At the end of the day, price is all about the value that customers perceive, right? And another way our lodging partners are finding success is by adding value, for example, through increasing flexibility. We'll all agree that flexibility has become increasingly important, I think, and travelers want peace of mind that they can change their booking without penalty if they are unable to make their trip. At the same time, travelers also want more value in everything they buy. But if you already have flexible terms, you're probably wondering, do I need to do more? And if you don't, you might be wondering, when does it make sense to offer more flexibility? To help partners be more competitive, we showed the cancellation policy for the lowest available rate for your property and each of your competitors. You can find this by clicking into any date in the Rev+ calendar or price grid. In this example, we see two properties, one with flexible cancellation until November 25th, and the other with a cancellation deadline on November 23rd. The pricing, as you can see on the right, is different by 10 euros between the two. So, well, which one would you choose? For some, the perceived value may increase drastically if more flexibility is offered. Viewing cancellation policies side by side with price gives revenue leaders a more holistic view, and it makes it easier to make revenue performance decisions. What we keep hearing is that revenue leaders want things to be simple. Revenue management can often be perceived daunting, complex, and quite overwhelming, and I'm sure we've all felt lost in the data and systems before. Now, because of this, many revenue leaders wonder, how can I simplify my approach? How can I make my job a bit easier? Often, lodging partners would tell us revenue management is too time-consuming, or I just don't have enough time to look at everything. What they needed was a way to gather the right data and insights, take action, and move on with speed. To help our partners simplify, we put everything in the price grid section in Rev+. Partners can see how their competitors are priced and what the demand is in the market with the help of the destination insights, which you can see at the bottom. You've got everything in one place. You can spot trends, you can identify opportunities, and make decisions more quickly. Now, for those of you who prefer to absorb data visually, like myself, for example, we offer this. So this is the chart view. Revenue leaders tell us they are successful when they quickly identify trends and patterns to know when something is changing and when they need to act. So this is price grid and chart view in Rev+. Once properties have simplified their approach, it's time for them to set themselves up for success. Lodging partners that are successful manage to stay informed and stay ahead despite having little time to constantly check systems and competitors. But how do they do that? Do they log in every 2 hours to see how the market is changing? There must be another way, right? We've heard a lot of feedback from partners that sounds like this. I can't keep track of what's happening in the market and within the comp set. Well, fair enough. Travel demand changes rapidly, and so do the tactics of your competitors. And if you knew when to pay attention, you could stay informed and stay ahead, right? Here's a question for you. How often have you missed a chance to increase your rates because you didn't know something changed in the market? Rev+ Notifications is a solution for this challenge. You can find this feature by clicking on Customize Rev+ in the top right corner. Typically, successful revenue leaders customize their notifications to avoid missing out on revenue opportunities. They'll automatically get an alert when something changes in the market. You can set the notification thresholds to what is most appropriate for your market. Depending on how active your comp set is, different percentages may make sense. So just go and try it out. You might also want to know anytime a specific competitor changes their rate. This is possible, and you can add notifications to the default list and customize them so they best fit your needs. Now, let me give you another example of a notification on the next slide. This is a price optimization alert shown on the screen in red. These alerts help you know exactly when to optimize your price. Using data science algorithms, Rev+ informs you if your price may be too low or too high compared to your competitors. By clicking into the price optimization, so the red icon, you'll learn the logic of why your price may be too low, and as a result, you can take appropriate action if this fits your strategy. So in this case, maybe increase your rate. If you manage a vacation rental property, you can access these price optimization alerts in Market Maker in Vrbo dashboard. The system shows you average rates in the market and also suggests prices which you can accept if this is in line with your strategy. Great. So I hope you've all enjoyed hearing about how lodging partners across the world are finding success by taking a revenue management approach. And one last point that I would like to highlight is that revenue performance is a team initiative. So it needs to involve everyone. You should not feel like you're the only one at your property who bears this responsibility. So by aligning every member of your organization to your revenue objectives and empowering them to take action, you will be in a better position to achieve success. And I really encourage you to involve the entire team and create a culture where every role helps drive revenue performance. Before I go, one last question for you. With today's learnings, what additional actions can you take starting now to help your property with the revenue rebound? I hope I was able to give you some inspiration this afternoon. Well, thank you all for staying with me. It was great to be here. Feel free to connect on LinkedIn. You can find me under Matthias Florian Ghetto. And I wish you all lots of success with your revenue performance. Here at Expedia Group, we're certainly happy to help along the way. Back over to you, Natalia, sorry.
Here I am. Thank you very much, Matthias. Thank you very much for your time, for being here and support Travel Tech. It was a great presentation.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next year.
Yes, see you then. Take care. Bye-bye, Natalia.
So, for finishing this sales pitch, we are going to have to Rudeina Nicola, Head of Sales at REVIEWPRO, a Shihi Group brand. So we are going to have here. She can be with us, but she sent you her pitch. So just a minute. Just 1 minute to go. Christian, if you are here, can you put Rudeina pitch? Okay, just a minute. So I remind every attendee who are looking us at now, you can go to traveltech.space and there you can book a meeting with all the tech companies we have today at this forum, at this pitch sales. Also at traveltech.space, you can watch all the forums we have this week. I'm sorry, I'm at home. I have 2 kids, so if you hear any loud, I'm so sorry. But we are an online event, and I'm at home. I'm mother. So in a minute, we are going to start.
Hello, everyone. This is Rudeina Nicola, Head of Sales at ReviewPro. Thank you very much for joining. I hope everyone is safe and healthy. I look very much forward today and very happy to introduce to you how ReviewPro is helping the hospitality industry improve the guest experience, whether hotels, restaurants, management companies, destinations, especially now that creating remarkable guest experiences across all stages of the guest journey is more important than ever and is really a main factor for a brand's success. So before we dive into the guest journey from the look to the book stage, pre-stay, in-stay, and post-stay, I'd love to give you a bit of a background about our own journey and how and why we developed our products at ReviewPro. So ReviewPro, we've been helping the hospitality industry improve guest experience for over a decade now. Globally, over 60,000 hotels, accommodation providers, and destinations rely on ReviewPro. In 2017, and because of our focus on empowering our clients deliver remarkable guest experiences, ReviewPro was acquired by Shiji Group, a global company offering solutions for the hotel, retail, food service, and entertainment industries. Currently, Shiji has over 5,000 employees in 70 worldwide offices and serves 70,000 hotels and over 200,000 restaurants. In these extraordinary times, as we all can see, there are a new set of guest expectations and needs really that the hoteliers need to tackle, and this is how solutions like ReviewPro play a very, very important role to support those guest experience strategies. In the past month, we have seen an outstanding acceleration in the industry for technology adoption, equivalent to what would have happened in years, really. And so we are more focused than ever on helping hoteliers and hotels create truly remarkable experiences for your guests by understanding the evolving needs and providing the technological transformation you need to meet those needs. So this is really the core of our technology, is to help you deliver on those experiences. Now, at REVIEWPRO, we've been in operation for over a decade now, consistently evolving in line with the needs of the hospitality industry. We're a cloud-based solution and fully in line with the latest data security requirements. Our range of products help you understand and improve the guest experience across the entire guest journey. In 2009, we launched with the world's first online reputation management system to help hotels monitor reviews, better understand guests, improve service, helping hotels be more competitive and ultimately grow revenue. Now, responding to the evolving needs of the market, of our clients, we introduced a new type of post-stay surveys that is much more than just a simple audit. This is a very flexible and customizable tool that allows you to drill down into the details of the stay and the experience, and always understanding, the why behind specific ratings and without auditing the guest. And so with PMS integration, this helps to pinpoint specific room issues, for example, and a review collection program to maintain fresh reviews and a good online reputation. A year after launching the survey tool, our clients asked us to extend its capability to enable service recovery while the guest is still on site by creating short in-stay surveys, which help improve the guest satisfaction and reduces negative reviews. This has been a very successful strategy as well for our clients. And as clients invested more in guest intelligence, they wanted to be able to react more quickly and efficiently. So we developed auto case management to enable them to automate the follow-up from the guest feedback in a timely manner, making sure that issues don't remain unresolved, and empowering the staff with an effective and clear and easy way to follow up on these tasks. Building on our in-stay experience, Guest Messaging Hub was launched to provide a central hub to receive and respond in real time guest requests via the messaging service of their choice. Helping by that really the hotels to break the barriers of communication between guests and hotels. And our latest solution, developed in response to a need from the industry, Guest Experience Automation. This is a very powerful set of AI-driven communication tools that enables hotels and establishments to manage the guest experience in an automated way, in a contactless way, and being able to gather analytics to better understand guests and exceed expectations. So, when we talk about the guest journey, the guest journey begins when a guest is searching their stay way before they check in the hotel and finishes well after they have checked out. So let's look how our solution, our REVIEWPRO, can support you at each stage. If we look at the look stage, it starts with the guest researching their accommodation. So while researching for their next trip, travelers find your property online and read reviews. Their booking decisions are really impacted by those reviews. So we aggregate, the way we help is we aggregate all of those reviews and ratings from over 175 OTAs and review sites in 45 languages in our online reputation management tool, easy for hotels to digest, to analyze, and to manage. Now, the experience at your property, especially how negative issues have been handled, will be visible in the reviews that previous guests have left. So it is really, really crucial to manage all of those reviews and reputation online. ReviewPro's online reputation management solution will empower you to actively understand, manage reviews and responses in order to improve your online reputation, increase bookings, and ultimately boost revenue. In the look stage as well, many guests turn to your website as the source of truth. They have doubts, they have questions, they want to book. So the question really here is, you know, do you have the staffing capacity to ensure that the guests get the information they need, no matter what time they ask or what language they ask in? So we've seen that this is a really challenge for many hotels, especially nowadays. So guest experience automation solution allows guests to message your hotel and be answered immediately via an AI-driven chatbot. And for any request it cannot deal with, it will escalate then to your team in real time. Let's look at the book stage. The book stage is where you can optimize your revenue strategy. So when the guest has decided on their next stay, the chatbot can guide them through the process, ensuring that the booking remains on your website. So the bot understands natural human speech and will be able to pick up the information needed to book correctly from within a conversation. This is really crucial because, you know, the guest experience starts, as I said, way before checking in. It's really important that the guest doesn't get frustrated during that phase and they have a good start from the beginning. And it happened so many times when, you know, you ask a hotel, you're trying to book, you have doubts and they don't get back to you. So it's already, you know, you're already turned off. So it's really these solutions are really helpful in that, in relation to that. Now, the pre-stay phase, communicating with guests before arrival is a crucial moment in the guest journey. Guests need constant, easy access to hotel information in the pre-stay phase. Today, we are used to getting the information we need quickly when we need it by pulling it directly from the cloud, from the internet. So your guests can reach out to you at any time using their favorite messaging app, or, you know, as well checking your website to get the pre-stay information they need, whether that's about COVID-19 protocols, whether, you know, the facilities are open, or how to get to the airport, from the airport to the hotel. So guest experience automation product also allows you to proactively contact the guest before they arrive. So being proactively in touch with the guest and ensuring that both you and the guest get the information needed to exceed their expectation. And this can be also done by multiple messaging services like WhatsApp, SMS, besides the traditional way of sending emails. Now for the in-stay phase, in-stay communication allows you to exceed expectations while the guest is still on property and really make sure that the experience is positive. So our guest experience automation tool allows you to have a constant contactless communication channel with the guest throughout their stay, throughout the messaging service of their choice. And this really is a great way to find out all the issues and concerns that the guests have while they are still on the property. Sometimes guests do not like to speak maybe face-to-face. They'd rather message you. So providing these type of solutions is very as well helpful to the guest experience. More and more guests as well are expecting contactless and digital check-in for safety and convenience, and as well with guest experience automation, you can integrate this functionality. Multiple communication options reduce the need for face-to-face or front desk contact and keep public areas clear to respect social distancing, as well as allowing the guests to drive the experience right from their phone. So ReviewPro chatbot can deal directly with the majority of the guest information needs. This will free up your staff We've seen that automation is becoming more and more important with the challenge of lack of staff. And this will allow and help your staff as well focus on improving the guest experience in other areas of the hotel, rather than, having and being tied up all the time answering repetitive questions. If there is a question that the bot cannot handle, or a request that needs attention, the conversation will be passed to a live agent always. Besides, all of that, it's really important to make sure that the proper follow-up is being done. So with our auto case management solution, you can automatically send guest requests or complaints to the right teams in real time. So, you can as well have what you have offline in terms of structures, you can really bring online with ReviewPro. So you can create teams to reflect your internal structures, add rules and parameters to resolution time, and view staff performance, all of which will help support correct management response strategies and business goals. During the in-stay phase as well, you can check in with your guests before they check out through an in-stay survey, through our survey solution. By capturing issues while the guest is still on property, you can turn negative experiences into positive ones, avoid bad reviews, protect your online reputation, and most importantly, increase loyalty and repeat guests. We've also seen, because our survey solution supports multiple survey capability, many of our clients as well are creating ad hoc surveys, pre-opening surveys. They wanted to know more about the guest expectations after lockdowns and whatnot. So the ability to create surveys on the go and really support your strategies is really becoming a big plus for our clients, and would recommend always, when you are in doubt, ask your guests, find out their needs, and build your strategies and your plans based on this rich information from guests. Now, if we go to the post-stay stage, the post-stay stage of the guest journey also allows you to capture valuable insights. So after your guest leaves, you can follow up with a post-stay survey to help understand their experience. Post-stay surveys can be sent to specific guest segments. You can have very personalized surveys. This information can be filtered as well according to your PMS parameters, like, for example, room type, really understanding the satisfaction by room number, which will enable you to gather specific data points and identify service or product issues and take very, informed decisions. You can also, through the survey solution, encourage your guests to leave reviews and to boost review volume with the review collection programs that we have, making sure that you always have fresh verified reviews on the top review sites. Positive reviews, as we all know, can boost your online reputation and drive future bookings. Now, whether reviews are positive or negative, they always provide valuable feedback to help you understand your guest experience. So all guest feedback in ReviewPro solution is processed by our powerful semantic analysis technology, which helps hotels and restaurants and others to identify the categories and concepts that your guests like and dislike about your services across 17 languages, and really find out the correlation between those negative mentions or positive mentions and the impact it has on the guest satisfaction on the global review index, the guest satisfaction score online, for example. So this usually helps hotels really identify and prioritize the issues that they need to focus on to make a difference, and to make data-driven operational and service improvements. A thoughtful management response goes a long way to boosting guest satisfaction, and even if the experiences were not 100% positive. So responding can be done rapidly and directly from the ReviewPro platform. We also have a complete dashboard to monitor and, to create a very successful management response strategy, to monitor speed as well, not only volume, but as well how quick you respond to those reviews, to make sure that, these negative reviews don't impact any future booking decisions, right? So with ReviewPro, we're able to help you with that strategy as well. Now, what we've seen as well of high importance is, how can hotels break those silos between so many different solutions that they work with? So to supercharge your investment with the least staff disruption, you can integrate our platform with many of the leading tools that you already have embedded into your processes. So thank you very much, everyone, for listening in. As you can see, each of our solutions has been developed alongside our clients and according to industry needs, and has really one aim, which is helping you create remarkable guest experiences at every stage of the guest journey. I wish you all the best for the remaining of 2021 and a very successful start for 2022. Please stay safe and see you soon.
So we are finishing this sales pitch of TravelTech EMEA 2021. Thank you very much to all the attendees that passed this week on TravelTech EMEA. It was an amazing week with more than 40 professionals from 32 leading companies. It was an honor to moderate this sales pitch, and I hope to see you all next year. Follow us on LinkedIn to know more about TravelTech and all the upcoming events. On December, we are going to have several masterclass at TravelTech Academy, so go to traveltechacademy.com and don't miss anything. Thank you all to all our sponsors for your help and support, and I hope you see you to all next year. Thank you very much. It was an honor to be here finishing this TravelTech EMEA 2021. See you.